continue reading The Camping Trip. Let's go and see what chapters 7, 8, and 9 got for us. Chapter 7. Grandma is sort of ghost dog. Asked Amy. It sure seems like it, Amy, says Grandma, especially since the ghost dog, as you call it, appeared once again 5 years later. Grandma continues with her story. 5 years after the girls hiked at the park, 12-year-old twins, a brother and sister, were swimming in the park's lake. It was a warm day with a light, misty fog in the air. They were enjoying the coolness of the lake water. The twins swam quite a while in the fresh, clear water. They dove deep to search for unusual rocks on the bottom of the lake. However, the only thing they found was an old sneaker. Feeling tired and hungry, the kids decided to head back to shore. The twins looked around for the sandy beach. They were surprised by the heavy fog that had formed over the lake. The fog had a grayish tint, and it completely surrounded them. The twins could barely see more than 3 feet in front of their faces. The brother and sister began to panic. Which way was it to shore? They were disoriented. They soon realized that they were in very serious trouble. The twins traded water as they argued about which direction to swim to reach the beach. The twins soon became worn out from trading water. They peered intensely into the thick fog, hoping to see a glimpse of the beach. They were growing weaker and weaker. Suddenly, the twins heard loud barking. They swirled around to look in the direction from where the barks were coming. Almost magically, the twins noticed a narrow clearing in the gray mist. Through the clearing, they saw a big black, white, and brown dog sitting on the beach. It was barking loudly. Keeping their eyes on the dog, the twins swam as best they could toward the beach. Their arms were like lead as they moved through the water. They knew they could not lose sight of the dog on the beach. They hoped the small clearing would last. Finally, the twins reached the safety of the sand beach. They flipped onto their backs and gasped for air. Once they were rested, the twins staggered to a standing position. They looked around for the big dog. He was nowhere to be seen. They gathered their towels and headed to their campsite. Back at the campsite, the twins told their parents about the thick fog that kept them from seeing the beach. Hearing the loud barking allowed the twins to find the narrow clearing and to swim to safety. The big black, white, and brown dog barking on the beach became the hero of the story. Mr. Thomas learned about the twin swimming adventure from another camper. It was one more appearance of the dog that fits George's description. Mr. Thomas dubbed the dog that helped people at the park the Phantom Dog. Chapter 8. What does phantom mean? Asks Amy. Phantom is another word for ghost. When you call the dog a ghost dog, that's the same as Mr. Thomas saying, "Phantom dog," replies Grandma. "How is that possible?" questions Betsy. Sterling interrupts Betsy, saying, "So the phantom dog has appeared every 5 years? I wonder if Stuart will appear again in 5 years. Hey, it's 5 years later now. Stuart the phantom dog could appear this summer," exclaims Casey. "Oh, come on," groans Tyler. "There are no such things as ghosts or phantoms. This is just made up story. Right, Grandma?" "One never knows," replies Grandma. "Okay, children, it's getting late and we have big plans for tomorrow. Let's all head to our beds and get some sleep." The cousins help Grandma put out the campfire. They use sand from the beach and dirt from the woods. The cousins chatter about Grandma's story. They wonder if Stuart the phantom dog will appear again at the park this summer. It's been 20 years since Stuart died. The sleepy cousins crawl into their tents. Grandma and Michael walk to the camper. Once inside, Grandma tucks in a drowsy Michael and whispers a happy goodnight to her youngest grandchild. Chapter 9. Over the next several days, the cousins fish, hike, rollerblade, and swim. They climb trees and eat like pigs. Ew. Or that's what Grandma says. Come on, Grandma. They play catch and hide and seek with the new friends they meet at the park. The cousins meet youngsters all the way from England. The cousins learn about the woods and the lake. Mr. Thomas teaches them how to treat the woods with care and respect. They learn about the lake and many animals, plants, and organisms that live around it. On their last evening at the park, Grandma shows her grandkids how to fry fish. Every single cousin caught at least one fish. Michael caught the most, 3 fish, and made sure everyone in the camp knew it. The cousins gobble up the fish they fried and devour the corn on the cob Grandma brought from the grape farm. The cousins finish their meal and sit around the campfire. They sing the fun songs they learned from the friends they'd met. The cousins talk about the good times they had at the park and wish they could stay longer. Once the fire dies down, the cousins walk to their tents and Michael to his comfy bed in the camper. They give Grandma good night hugs and thank her for the best camping trip they ever had. Grandma sighs a happy sigh. To be continued. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like and subscribe.